What's up, y'all? It has been a minute, but we are back and it's season three. Season three kickoff of the Hood Talks podcast. It's been a while. Your girl, I have been sitting in the back for the most part, doing some back work. Okay. We got so much to announce in the second half of the show. I cannot wait to let it all out. I've been holding on to this stuff for too long. Okay. I'm ready to share what I got and what's going on in the future of the Hood Talks podcast. But I'm happy to be back. It's been a while. We ended in August. We had the whole fall, and so many things have again been happening in the midst of the time since I've been gone. But I'm super excited to be back, ready to kick off season three, and ready to continue these conversations that we've been having. We got some topics this season that we always got great topics though. I'm not just saying it because I'm the Hood Talks podcast host. I'm saying it because the community be showing up and saying we got to talk about it and we be delivering. So I got to do right? I got to do right by my show. I can't kick this show off right unless I do it like we've been doing it for a long time. So, and I ain't heard this in such a long time, y'all. So I'm super excited to really play this. Kick the show off. Hey, yes, hey, it's been a minute and it gives me the same feeling though. Hey. So, okay, your girl, I told y'all I've been doing a lot of back work, right? I've been making some connections and really talking to people and really getting out here in the community. But one of the things that I've been doing, and I'm so excited to bring these guests on here with me, is working with St. Louis Community College Graphic Design Department, their course, their class, their students. I'm going to bring them on, y'all, but I am super excited to show y'all what they've done for the Hood Talks podcast. But let me bring these great faces onto this space with me. Hello, y'all.
Hey.
First of all, I am so happy to see Solomon, y'all. Solomon been hiding behind the camera, so this is my first time.
Yep. Hey, how y'all doing?
Yes. I'm super grateful for y'all to be here. Super excited to present what you all did for the Hood Talks podcast. And I'm going to let Miss Nico tell us who you are and then a little bit about the class and course as well.
Okay, well, hi everyone. Super excited to be here. Thank you, Vanna, for having us on and giving us this great opportunity to work with you. It's been a really amazing experience. So I am Nico Plorsik-Telez. I am a professional animator and also an assistant professor of graphic communications at St. Louis Community College, Florissant Valley.
Yes, shout out to you. So tell us what happens in this class, because it was really fun to have the experience to work with the students. But also I've heard that you don't just do this. This wasn't the first time this is being done, where you work with people in the community to produce work and help the students build their skills, right?
That's right. So we are a nationally accredited art and design college. I know some folks don't know that right here in Ferguson, there is a nationally accredited art and design school, but we're here. We've been here for a long time. We're actually the oldest of the St. Louis Community College art programs, and we've been accredited for the longest. So one of the things that we do, aside from just generally trying to give folks a good foundation in fine art, photography, animation, illustration, graphic design, web design. You can really, anything artistic you want to do, you can definitely come to this school and get a good start. But part of giving that good start is for the upper level classes, I'm always looking for opportunities to get them working for real clients because so many of our students are very entrepreneurial in nature. They want to come out and start their own business. And so getting that experience before they leave while they're still in the safe space of a school to work with clients is a really valuable opportunity. I think hopefully Fimo and Solomon will agree with me on that.
Yeah.
um, but and in that we're always looking for ways that we can partner with community members to be able to do this. So when a mutual friend introduced me to Shavana and she said what she was looking for, I was all in. And this is just the perfect kind of thing for what we're doing of allowing them to take what they've been learning in the classroom in terms of graphic design and animation and apply it to a real world project that can actually benefit someone in the community.
Yes, I mean the overall of what you just said too, like entrepreneurs, business, connecting, social. I mean, the graphics design industry is like booming right now because everybody is utilizing social media, all different businesses. So and shout out to y'all because y'all made it hard for me to figure out what I wanted to use. I was like, I gotta choose one. But also like you're gonna make it easier for me to be able to promote the Hood Talks podcast in the future because I felt like I was all over the place. And I was like, I need to simplify this. Okay. And I'm not simplifying it. It's not coming together. But you all gave me that opportunity with the work that you created. So again, I'm grateful for the space. But I want to bring in the students, if that's okay, Miss Nico.
Oh yeah.
I want y'all to tell me what has been y'all experience being in this course, in this class, taking this class.
Fimo, you can go first.
Okay, well, for me, it's the experience because I've always wanted to learn animation and how to do things because I've always wanted to know how things work. And I'm a big cartoon fan, so I wanted to know how they make those little cartoon things do this, how they make them do that. So I was like, hey, get into the graphic design area, you'll figure out how to do it or whatever. But when I got into Nico's class, she made it so easy for me. Because she walked us through step by step. And then some things that when I couldn't get in contact with her, I researched for myself and then I learned to do it. And then as I began to do it more and more, I got better and better and better with it. That's really what it was for as far as the motion graphics part of it.
Yeah. So go ahead, Solomon, and then I'll ask another question. Go ahead.
Oh, sure. For me, I took this class, what was it, last semester, I believe. So I came back, but this class, Nico's class for motion media is like amazing. Like all that stuff like you see for like the intros for movies and things like that, for like the title screens change and everything like that. Nico's class teaches that. So that's like awesome to see. And like for her to teach it to us in such like an easy way and let us to like express ourselves like through our style is always amazing. So Nico does a great job with her class, and like I learned so much from just like sitting here in class for one semester. Like I can take it and move it anywhere. So yeah, so I love it. Like it's great.
So and shout out to y'all because I'm with you. Like just being in the class like as someone you guys were going to work with, I learned something because I was like, oh, you can animate the logo. I didn't even know that. So again, I was learning stuff too as well. But so what are you all's like I know this is Nico's is one class, but what are you going to school for overall? Is it specifically just graphic design or is it specifically a certain area in graphic design?
For me, I went because I wanted a associate's degree in art. But as I went through school, I was like, okay, I come from a comics background, and then I kind of drifted around a little bit, but I ended with wanting to do storyboards. So that way I can kind of, it still gives me that comic experience that I did for myself, and I can transfer it to work. So, just like being able to like making all the previs stuff for like animations or movies and stuff. Like everyone needs like whatever is going to be on the camera to be drawn out first before they like do commit it to live action or commit it to an animation. So doing that like makes me feel like is an amazing thing. So, and I wouldn't have found that out if I didn't take Nico's class in concept development. So it was cool.
Okay, well, what about you, Timo?
Well, me, graphic design, period, designing anything. And I know that I've always wanted to design things, whether it was a T-shirt, whether it was a logo, or whether it was just anything. And then to learn how to animate that, to make that move,
Okay.
that was like a plus for me. That was
Okay.
that was like a plus for me because I was in it for more so of just like the graphic design part, designing stuff, sketching out, drawing this, and the third. But when I found out that I can animate those things to make a move on and off screen, how to do intros to like movies and stuff like that, it blew my mind. So now once I finish this, I'm ready to go to the next level with it because I've learned so much in Nico's class, and she make it so easy that it's like it's no way that you can't get it. It's no way you gotta get it. It's easy,
It's easy. I need to take the class. Man, y'all make me want to go sign
I
up.
want to say it's easy because you say you can't do nothing, but when you took the class, you will love it. You will love it.
I'm about to be like, let me get a little graphic going on. Hey, okay.
Right.
So you just talked about taking it to the next level, right? So what is the plan? What is the plan after school when you complete and you get the degree or you get the certificate, whatever you get? And what is the plan afterwards? What are you gonna do?
Well, for me, after school, what the degree I wanted, it was a personal achievement for mine just to get the degree. I'm already running my own business. So it's just to incorporate another level of my business. Now I can offer my customers, hey, you want to do this animation for your YouTube page, your Facebook page? I got you. But at first I didn't know how to do that. But now that I know how to do it, hey, it's that next level. It's that next level that I'm trying to be on.
Then you got another service to be able to provide. So your
Exactly.
business is bringing in the revenue because it's entrepreneur. And when you're in the entrepreneur spirit, you definitely got to keep growing. You got to keep growing. And whatever the need is, that's where you got to go. So shout out to you for that. What about you, Solomon? What's your plan after?
For me, I really love video games and like the choreography that comes with the fight scenes when they do cut scenes. So I want to jump into that field. Also for doing storyboards, but I also want to do it for animation as well because like animation always has great fight scenes. Like I don't know if you've seen the Netflix show Arcane. Their stuff was just amazing, like choreographed anything like any shot perspective. It looks like it feels very cinematic, and I always want to like try and jump into that field and give that a shot. Because I always feel like I always love action scenes, and that's like my bread and butter. So I always want to do stuff like that. So so like animation, games, anything, cutscenes, that's for me.
And shout out to you because not everybody can do action storyboards. And you came into that concept dev class with a really great sense of like that action and timing and choreography, not being afraid of the fact that like 1 minute of animation might take like 20, 30 boards to make that choreography happen. And so I love the fact that you're thinking about pursuing that as a career because people always need action board artists because not everyone can do that.
Whew, man, it sounds like a lot. Okay. It is. And I mean, you said 20 some boards for just one move. And I'm assuming the board is what you guys drew out for me, right?
Right.
Those were the boards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And shout out, I was just thinking about Orlando Sharp. Okay. And look, he's in the comments because when I talk about community, we community. And I was just about to say, Solomon, I know somebody that needs you right about now. Okay. He needs you to get out here with these youth because, we got a lot of African-American youth who are really big into being into games, and we're not teaching them the skills to create their own games. So I just think that would be a great connection. Look at the Hood Talks podcast, okay? So you see him, Orlando. Make sure you go ahead and connect with Solomon, okay? And that's what we do here. Because I swear, I was just thinking like he needs to talk to Orlando. But again, knowing that this space is here for those children. Two, if they are interested in the graphic arts and designs or want to get into video games, that there's a course, like you said, right here in Ferguson. People be sleeping on Ferguson, okay? They be sleeping on Flow. Don't sleep on Flow because Flow clearly got the connect, all right? They clearly out here. You said it's the longest certified running department, right? Is that what you said, Nico?
Yeah, so out of the whole St. Louis Community College, Flow Valley was the first nationally accredited, NASAT accredited art and design program. Merrimack is now, they have been for a little while, but we were really the ones who kicked it off. And I believe we were actually one of the first, if not the first, community college to be accepted into that accreditation because it's mainly for four-year universities. So that gives you an idea of the kind of standards that we hold ourselves to and what we're teaching, what we're providing to the students, that we're on that same page with those big, expensive universities.
That's what's up. Shout out to y'all. And I don't think I knew that. And I live right here in Ferguson. A lot of people don't know that. But now we know, so we got to make sure that we keep this space going, okay? Because again, shout out to y'all. Y'all made my life a lot easier. But I know y'all also are gaining skills that y'all can use that's going to be beneficial in your careers and your businesses and all of the things that you're going to do in the community and overall in your life. So I just want to get into the whole process of being in class and in school because it's a lot, right? It's a lot. It's a
Mhm.
lot. And you talked a lot about like what you felt was great about the space and the class. But what do you feel like has been challenging?
Um, time like having multiple classes on top of each other can sometimes be like crazy because sometimes, for example, one semester I had figure drawing that was like 3 hours a day, and then concept development where we're like creating characters, writing a story, and then doing graphic design where we're making logos and stuff like that. And then if you take like extracurricular class, you're doing ceramics where you're making clay for like 2 to 3 hours another day. So like doing all those together sometimes is just like
Wow.
it's like a lot. So you need to be able to like plan your days where you need to breathe, or you gotta have a breathing day, or else you're just gonna be like closed in and you're just gonna fall apart.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
that's the struggle for me. What about you, female?
Well, for me, I would say, Solomon, it was the classes because this semester I had a English class which we had to do essays
Oof,
every week.
oh my god.
oof.
Essays every week. And I had graphic design 4, which is the last one, which is the so and I had Nico's class, motion design, then I had history of graphic communication. So all those classes, it was just like, whoa, I'm in motion media, but then I got a design for graphic design 4. And see, graphic design 4, we were working with the college itself to do different designs. So trying to get what Nico was requiring of us and do that at the same time. It was an accelerated class. The English class was accelerated, so we had to get essays. And you can't just write an essay, okay, and then you be done with it. It
No,
takes
you
time.
cannot just write essay.
No.
I
Not
put
if you want a good grade.
I put the pressure on myself. I said, I'm going in. I'm going to do 4. I'm doing this, and third. But so far, it's. Whew, I'm just glad I'm at the end of it. That's all I can say. But it was great. It was great. It was great. It was great. So far, I have all A's in all of my classes.
Nice.
So far, I'm
Hey,
trying to make the dean's list again, y'all. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm
you got it. Claim it. We gonna claim it today. Okay. You gonna send me an email like, look, like, yes, you
yes,
did it.
yes,
Woo.
yes, yes,
Hey,
yes,
shout
yes.
out to y'all. And
All
I
right.
can understand that time period in life is a lot. Okay. I know, like you said, you're running a business, man. Whew, on
Whew.
top of going to school, I totally I feel your energy. Okay, I my hat go off to y'all, but y'all got this. Y'all got this. But also, how can thinking about that like the time management and the struggle with that in life, how can community better support students? People who are attending college full time, even part time, because I mean, like again, going to class and having homework and assignments, that's a lot. So how do you think community? And when I think of community, I do specifically think of the Black community. How could we better show up and support those who are in students in college? Good question.
Okay, I guess I will start, and I can only speak from the perspective of the college itself, from being a teacher. And I can say that that's one thing that I am very actively working on as of late, and I've been very grateful to uh, get have some opportunities come along that I can help put forth. Because yeah, we do realize it's a struggle, whether you're going full time, and kudos to you guys for going full time. I know it's like basically taking on a full time job on top of every other commitment you have in life. I mean, being a full time student is a full time job. Or even if you're going part time and then also working full time, which is a story for me right now, because I am pursuing another degree. Um, it's so much, and but for many of our students in specific, I realize that you know there's a lot of challenges in terms of, for one thing, paying for the classes. How much do you have to work to pay for the classes? Paying to support yourself, support your family, maybe taking care of, folks you need to, uh, you know, kids, older family members. You guys have a lot on your plate to begin with. And so it's looking at what can the college do to better support you, so maybe we can take some of that pressure off. And so one of the things that I'm very excited, this is a new pilot program. It's just starting up. Solomon was actually one of the very first members of this program. Um,
Okay.
been really grateful to get to partner with a professor emerita of design from Washington University. So that's a retired design professor. Professor Sarah Birdsall, she came to us with the idea of creating the St. Louis Design Scholarship, which is a scholarship specifically focused on graphic communication students of color at St. Louis Community College, to help ease some of those burdens and give them not just financial support in terms of paying for their second year of classes, so paying for them to finish, but also, and this is where I think it's really exciting and unique, um, it also has a mentorship component to it, where we are actively working on connecting these students with other artists and designers of color in the industries that they want to get into.
Okay.
So, for instance, just last night we were able to arrange a Zoom meeting between Solomon and Alex Chu, who is a storyboard artist out in LA working at Sony Pictures Animation currently. But yeah, they've actually worked at Marvel, Nickelodeon, Warner Brothers, so bringing a
Wow.
lot of experience. And so Solomon got to sit down and just one on one and talk with somebody in that industry to learn more about breaking into being a storyboard artist.
Okay, all right.
Making the connection. Okay. That is really cool. First of all, shout out to mentors. Oh my God.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mentors are very important. Not only are we talking about for the youth, but we're talking about business, especially entrepreneurs. And whatever you're looking to get into, you definitely need to tap into a mentor. It makes it a lot easier. So shout out that you guys are creating that space. I think that is really dope. Um,
Thanks.
and like you said, supporting them on not just like for the financial part, but a mentor can help with the mental part and capacity of how do I better do this? How can I better, strategically plan better or create better? So shout out to you all for that space. And I think that's really dope. I do. I do. I think that's awesome. Ooh, Solomon, I mean, can you speak on that? I mean, first speak on, what can the community do, but also speak on a little bit more on that experience for you and how that was beneficial.
Um, so for the community side, I think the best way is just to support the students. Um, like let's say maybe because the school allows people to come to the school and then post up flyers. So like in the art department, if you get the school's commission, you can post up an ad saying, "Hey, I'm looking for a freelance person and stuff like that. Someone to work on this assignment for me." The school will allow it if they allow it, then people can put it up there. So that gives students a chance to go, "Hey, there's something on this board. Maybe I can apply for it. Try and see if the person I'm talking, like the client, likes my work or anything like that." So gives them that chance. That's the best extent I know to think about how the community can help. When it comes to the scholarship program, man, it's been awesome. Like being able to talk to Miss Alex Chu and like her giving me critiques and I and like ideas on how to refine my work and how to just like break into the industry is like great because like when it comes to like the industry, you don't really know unless you get in or unless you talk to somebody who knows. Because
Yeah.
like you can't really YouTube this stuff. No one really talks about it. So it's just like it's nice to have those connections and then Miss Versal like her being so connected to almost everybody in that field. Like she reaches like to almost everything: graphic design, animation. There's 3D artists in the career. There's all types of stuff like art in general. She like just has a overreaching compass on everything. So it's like to be able to like ask her for help and then she goes, hey, I got you, I can find somebody, or I can find the closest thing to what you need. It's a wonderful experience and I'm so grateful to have been able to have that. And I have to again thank Miss Nico because before that I ran out of financial aid because before I went to Rankin it didn't work out and I came to here thinking, okay, financial aid is going to take care of me till I graduate because I changed my major. I've been doing well because I was making all A's. And then they were like, oh, well, you changed your major. You took a bunch of electives at Rankin that count towards your major now, which is like all electrical stuff. And I was like, what? So, so they're like, yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. So they're like, we're going to cut your financial aid right here. So
Wow.
So yeah, and I had 2 more semesters and I was like, what am I going to do? I'm just going to have to cut it early and then just like figure it out. But Miss Nico, she came through and she said, there's this scholarship program, apply for it. And I applied for it and it's just been wonderful. And I can't thank Miss Nico enough for that. Cause if not, I don't know. I wouldn't be in school right now. I'll be trying to figure something out.
Oh, look at that. See, we didn't even know this was gonna come out. But that is
so
so
much.
shout out to you. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. First of all, school is a lot. Oof. And like you said, sometimes you just go in. I've done it. I swear to God. I've done it so many times. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go out here and do this. And it's like, okay, no, this is not what I really want to do. Because no one really sits you down and say, hey, what do you want to do? You just like, I gotta do something. I'm finna grow up. I gotta figure it out. I just gotta do something. And everybody like, go to school, go to college.
Right.
I don't know what I want to do. So I've done that too, and now I'm in debt. But it's all right.
I'm still in debt too.
We gonna figure it out soon. We gonna figure it out, okay? Biden, you should have did something. But anyway, back to the back to the question. Primo, what can community do to help in a sense for students like you who are in college? What is something that we can show up and do better to help support?
Well, I'm gonna piggyback off Nico and say as far as I would say getting the Black youth more involved, getting them like internships sometime where they can come in and maybe intern with Nico for an hour or 2 a day, and then those little hours that they get in there, maybe they can go to a little business or something that's a graphic design business and help them out. And as far as like I'll say between 7 and 9, because I have nephews that are 7 and 9 and they watch what I do and they're curious. They like, well, how do you do that? How do you do that? Just having little programs in place for them, like either after school where they can be little graphic designers or something like that. Just getting the youth more involved overall, just more hands-on, just a more hands-on experience and stuff like that. Because when you get to college, if you really don't know, it's like, oh, I got to learn this and learn that. But as you're coming up in high school and just even younger than high school, then they have a sense of, okay, what to expect when they get there, or if they get the internship. Okay, it depends on basically, if that particular program that they're going for will let them be hands-on or do an internship. But I think more hands-on would be better, because the building that I live in, it's an artist building. If you all know the arcade downtown, It's the artist building, and that's how I got in here because I was an artist. They had to see my portfolio and had to do all of that. And in this building, they offer scholarships, and I was the recipient of a $5,000 scholarship. That's how I got to come to class this semester. That's how I'm paying for classes now. So those type of things help. Those type of things help. I think that more hands-on, getting them involved even before they're in high school, because they want to know now. They want to know now what's going on. I have proof of that of my nephew. They want to know what's going on now. So
They do.
That's what I would say.
They definitely do. We can't keep it away from these kids at all.
Yeah.
Hey, no, they want to know. I know.
Yes.
What's that? What's that? What you doing?
Right.
What is this? How this work? So I agree. Definitely agree with getting them in the spaces early at an earlier age. And I shout out to Orlando again. I definitely agree that we need to start making sure that we're monetizing some of these internships for these children in these spaces for these youth, because we know right now having conversations with the youth, because we want to engage with them, money is the motive. They ain't playing. They like, we like money. We like, what y'all interested in? Money. I'm like, okay, I get it. I got you. Which, as an adult too, you want to get paid, right? So I get it. So we definitely should make sure that we're somehow monetizing in for this time. It is time, and these kids could be doing a lot of other things, but getting them in the spaces and making sure we monetize. So thank you all. This is not everybody, y'all. So I do want to very shout out all of the students that did work. I'm gonna bring up the work that was done. But this is not everybody. Everybody is not here on the screen with us today, but I do have I have everyone's work. I just got female work up here on my screen. So shout out to female. This is your work. I'm like, wait, this is one person's. But shout out to female. This is females. Can you come off mute and explain to the viewers what this is that you created?
Okay. Basically, I created was it four backgrounds. I think it's for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that. Basically with the barcode and all that, where it's just like scannable, it'll take you to everything that the Hood Talks podcast offers. If you want to go, make donations, if you want to go and just watch it on Spotify, anything like that, just click the QR code and it'll take you directly there. You don't have to type anything in. And basically it's for Shavannah when she have guests on, she can go in and drop a pic, drop their information, and bam, throw it up with no problem. She don't have to be nervous about changing anything or trying to do the backdrop herself or anything like that. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's to the point. And
And
I did some mock-ups of the logo, how it look on hoodies, because right now we're in the hoodie season because it's extra cold outside. But I can do mock-ups to put them on t-shirts and different things like that.
So again, not only shout out to her work, but y'all this a plug for all of those people out here that needs help with some of this social graphic design. She got a business, but also, like she said, she makes the t-shirts and the hoodies. So check her out. Go check her out. Check her out. Get what you need. But I'm gonna pull up some more stuff, because it was a group of people in this class that created so many different things. And I don't know how well you guys can see it on my screen, but I told them what I was looking for. I provided feedback in the midst of the class. And for the most part, I now have to choose what I'm going to use as our social graphic design for our social media. And I'm like speechless, y'all, because it is hard to pick and choose, because when I say it was some great stuff and work that was done, as you can see, it was so much dope stuff that was done, and everybody had my the vision for me. They put it all together in different ways, so I feel like it can work all the way around. I really do. So again, shout out to these students. I had a great time, even just being in the class and learning again so much that I learned from being on the outside. But overall, just getting to really tap in. I'm trying to pull up one of the I want to see if it's this. Okay, yes. So, oh, it played. So shout out to Fimo, okay? This right here is the animated logo. And when I say
Yes.
I am using this, I'm using this. But I wanted this is my viewers. Did y'all see that powered by? I don't know if they saw that. I don't know if people saw that. But we finna get into what is that powered by part? Let me play this one more time. What is this? Let's talk. Powered by. Yeah. Whoo, let me tell you. We about to get into some stuff. Shout out to all of you all. I am still sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to use and how I'm going to use it because you all put so much work into this. And I just don't want to just be like, I'm going to use this and I'm not going to use that. I really want to figure out how I can incorporate all of the things that you all used or that you created and use it on the Hood Talks podcast because this is a community podcast and this is what we all about. The logo that was created was gifted by community, and I'm very much intentional about continue to use it because this is again is a community space. As much as my face is here, I really am big on community and what making sure that community is involved in this space. So I will be figuring out how to utilize all of the things that you guys created on the Hood Talks podcast. If it's making sure it's a YouTube banner, if it's you all's animated logos because all of them were great. If it's the graphic design part, all of it, like I mean the graphic social media graphics, I'm going to figure out how to use it. Okay. I know I'm gonna be all over the place, but it's okay because we don't use it. That's what we gonna do. And I'm going to get into now, y'all, and y'all can stay here and join me. I'm gonna get into what's up with the Hood Talks podcast. We've been in the game for 2 years. It's been, I can't believe it's been 2 years. It's been an amazing ride. Where we going, I am super excited about where we're going, what's happening. And I just am so excited that people are still pouring into this space. But I want to walk and celebrate the last 2 years of what we've done in the past and have some reflections, some moments to reflect, because I'm all about reflections, okay, y'all. I'm all about reflections because you got to know where you're being to know where you're going, okay. It's just part of the process. But the Hood Talks podcast, we did so many segments last season. We introduced the Hood Hill, we introduced the Hood Needs. We do have, and I'm so grateful for this space, the community storytelling segment that a lot of people don't know about because it's only on our podcast platforms like Apple, Spotify, and Google and those places. It's an audio part, strictly audio, where we talk one-on-one with community members about their stories and their experience living or growing up in St. Louis. Most of them have been impacted by traumatic things. But we just talk it out. We talk through it. And I'm just so happy to reflect that 100% of our participants said that they felt heard and comfortable when they did this storytelling segment. And they would recommend being on it because they felt heard and comfortable. A lot of them said after sharing their stories, they were going to, help more in the community, be more involved, speak up. And a lot of them said they, want to continue sharing their stories in healthy spaces and continue the healing path that they were on. So shout out to this space that again is it's kind of like a sweet secret because I don't like to put people's stories out there for clout in a sense. I literally am trying to create a safe space for people to tell their stories, and when others get to listen in, they can just listen from a different and get a different view of someone's experience. So I just am super excited that the people that decided to come on and do it, we do give them $50 gift cards because it's time consuming. It takes your time to come and share, even though it's your story, but it's your time, and we appreciate your time and we appreciate your story. So we were able to give each participant $50. So every one of them who did it, we done, I believe, 7 so far. And we did 5 last season. We're going to do 5 this season. And we have 3 more slots available to do this. So if you are interested in getting on this space to share your impactful story with no judgment, judgment free, like guilt free, just getting your story out so it can be heard by people in the community, safe space, definitely, please hit your girl up, okay? Because we gonna continue that. Along with, we did events. We've been doing events. I don't know if y'all been knowing about it, but I'm here to tell you now. Shout out to Kicking It for a Cause. We started this live last year, a year ago. I want to say it was a year ago. Shout out to Kelly McGowan and Alan Perkins. They are my co-hosts in this space. We started off just doing these lives and trying to have a fun environment. And we was like, it's great, it's fun, but it ain't giving like it would in person. And COVID was around. So we ended up being able to, with brick funding, hosting these free events from June to December, where we gave free food. I mean, and the food wasn't short of amazing. Shout out to again Kelly McGowan. We had drinks, and we talked about different topics. What is community, social connectedness, or no? It's like, is social media the it? We talked about mental health. We had some therapists come into space and have the conversations with us. And we had a conversation with Black growers and farmers in St. Louis. Again, connecting people to these spaces so that they can have access to them and know about them. But what was also fun about Kicking It for a Cause is it's lit. We play games. We got music. It ain't just y'all finna come and talk. No, we literally have fun. And I just want to give some feedback on what some of the attendees had said. A combination of fun and much needed convo. It was very interactive and fun. Conversations was engaging. I enjoyed hearing all the perspectives from all the different members. Diversity, and that's what we're gonna need this, right? Because we all ain't the same. It was diverse in the ages that attended, the topics discussed, and the fact that everyone respected each other's opinions. And the game was so much fun. And the venue was perfect. Shout out to the Exodus Art Gallery and the Contemporary Art Museum. They allowed us the space to host our events there. So shout out to them. That's where we held these events. It was once a month. And it was, again, such a good time, y'all. I just wanted to say to the attendees, the people that did attend it, thank y'all for showing up. Because it was like, we don't know what this is going to be or how it's going to be. But when everyone showed up in that space, everyone understood the assignment, and we all truly enjoyed. We had a lot of people come back because it is really a great space and it really is fun. So shout out to Kicking It for a Cause. We stopped those in December. Our last one was I can't even remember, y'all, because I was sick and I couldn't attend the last one. That's why I don't remember. Sad for me, I missed it. But I heard it was still so much fun. It was still so lit. And it's a really good time. So all that to say, shout out to Kicking It for a Cause. Shout out to the community storytelling segment. Shout out to all the guests. The Hood Talks podcast, over the last 2 years, we've had over 130 guests on our show. Shout out to Darius in the comments. Yes, the last one was so fun. Shout out to you, Darius. But we've had 130 guests, y'all, in the last 2 years. That is so lit. Again, I appreciate everybody who's come to be on the space to share and just be engaging here at the Hood Talks podcast. Excuse me. We've had guests, elected officials. So these are some of the episodes that I just wanted to highlight, but we had a group of elected officials come on. So make sure you go check out Blackened in Leadership. We had Ferguson's mayor herself, Mayor Ella Jones, be on the space. We've had episodes that included, again, the multi-generations of guests. So that means young and old, seasoned. Let me say that. shout out to my season folks. I don't want nobody to be mad at me now. Don't be mad at me. I'm trying to make sure I use the right words. But we had youth in the season, folks, join us in these conversations. So shout out to Wisdom of the Hood, and also Can Black Folks Just Live, where we had a group of youth who are 16-year-olds. Shout out to those 16-year-olds. Join us on the space as well. And we also we had a Gobble Trotters. Look, am I saying this right? Harlem Gobble Trotters. We had I hope I'm probably messing it all up. But we had one of them also. Shout out to him. Shout out to, I want to say his name right, Sal Jr. I hope I said that right. He was on the space as well. And shout out to him for joining us. We talked about mental health. He talked about that, and I know he does a lot of that as well. On his own platform, talking about Black men and mental health. So shout out to him for being in the space as well. And again, in all of our episodes, on all of our segments, the Hood Needs and the Hood Heals, we had so many different organizations and so many mental health specialists join us as well. And so I appreciate everybody. And we're going to continue this. I just wanted to reflect a little bit and give people's the overall idea of what we have going on and what we've been doing for the last 2 years. Feedback a lot of times, and we want your feedback, so please provide your feedback. I say this all the time. I really want to know, how do you feel about the show, how we can grow it, make it better, if it needs to be, if you like it, if you're enjoying what you like, so we can continue doing those things. So shout out to those guests who gave us some feedback about how the conversations was organic and flowed, how it cut short. Me, maybe I should do better. And I appreciated this because a lot of people don't know this. Unless you're a guest on the show, I do pre-write out questions on every show that we've had. I write out these questions, and I also do these show agendas because I want to make sure that we're being as impactful as we can in this time frame, and just to, again, make sure that the conversation is flowing. So shout out to this feedback. I took it in consideration and appreciated it. And again, just continuing the conversation style. They loved it. I'm going to continue doing it because I think I agree. It's definitely needed, and it's better. And it's always, they said, shout out to this person. It's always room for improvement. I felt all things went well and would love for this format to continue. And of course, continue having these types of topics. So I'm here to say, the Hood Talk Season 3, we're going to keep bringing these topics. We got a whole lineup. January, February, March, April, May, June. No, we stopping in June, y'all. This season ends in June, but we gonna have a live every month. We got a topic for everybody. Shout out to January. We talking about urban and rural. We are not that different. So we got a group of rural group of rural sisters and brothers coming to join us to talk about being in that experience and living in rural area versus how we talk about what we need here in our area as in the urban area. So I definitely can't wait to have that conversation, and that's happening in January. So after the holidays, make sure you join back with us to continue these conversations. And you can go here, and I'll be uploading this also to the website so that people can know what we're talking about and when we're talking about it as well. So shout out to that. We continue in the conversations. I'm not stopping, but the future of the Hood Talks podcast is definitely changing. It's changing. It's not going to be what it was 2 years ago. And it's a little bittersweet for me. It's a little bittersweet, but I'm super happy to announce that the Hood Talks podcast is now powered by the Hood Connect, a nonprofit organization here on a mission to address and reduce barriers that Black and under-resourced communities encounter through education, advocacy, and connection. We gonna continue this work. We're gonna continue doing what we're doing, but we're building out. And the Hood Talks podcast has just been the starting solid foundation to bring forth what we need to do. Okay, so the Hood Connects is officially a nonprofit organization that is powering the Hood Talks podcast. Oh, I froze. Hold on, y'all. I want to make sure that y'all can hear me.
I can still hear you for what
Yeah,
that's worth.
I was like, I'm froze. Like, I want to make sure people can still hear me. If I can't, y'all can't see me. But we also, again, shout out to Kicking It for a Cause. Shout out to Alan and Kelly McGowan. We gonna be hosting those Kicking It for a Cause next year. We not stopping at all. We gonna continue doing that and so much more. Okay, I'm gonna say somebody hate. They hate already. Y'all see that? It's hating already. Okay, but it's cool. We gonna keep this party going. The Hood Connects, nonprofit organization, right? What we doing? Continue to kicking it for a cause. We're gonna continue providing the community podcast and other entertaining media to engage, uplift, and community. And we're gonna collaborate. That's the key. I want people to take hint to that. The Hood Talks, the Hood Connect is not here to reinvent any wheels. We really want to collaborate and develop partnerships with organizations and businesses because we want to be that supporting part of the community that gets the community to these resources. So I just want to very much make sure that people understand that we are here to help community get to the resources that they need to get to. Okay? That's what we doing. Okay? How y'all can support? Definitely subscribe, follow us. The Hood Connect is on social media, as well as you can make sure that you're following the Hood Talks podcast continuously. Sponsors and donations are definitely welcome as well. And save the dates. Y'all see that date? Thursday, January 19th, 2023. It is going down. We are having a launch celebration and fundraising event at In the Loop. We are supporting a black business. We gonna be at In the Loop doing karaoke. We gotta do it our way. We gotta do this event our way. So it's gonna be really a fun event, and you're gonna get to learn about more about the Hood Connect. What is our overall goals for this next year? What we're doing, and how you can support us in the work that we're going to be doing throughout this space. Okay, that's what's happening on January 19th. I need y'all to go RSVP. Hit me up. Let me know if you'd like to be in attendance because it's going down. Again, January 19th. But I also got to give a shout out, y'all, because not only are we now a 501c3 and the Hood Connect is making major moves, shout out to BJC. BJC is committed to sponsor the Hood Connect at their $6,000 level. Do y'all hear me? We've already got a sponsorship. BJC is like, we getting behind this because they know the work that the Hood Connect is about to do is what is needed in the community, especially our community. So shout out to BJC. Shout out to the Hood Connect. Shout out to the Hood Talks podcast. Y'all, this is so major. I've been sitting on all of this information and announcements and stuff because I just could not wait to unleash it, and I wanted to unleash it in the right way. And I'm super excited again about where we're going in the future, and what's happening with the Hood Talks podcast. This is it's been an amazing ride for me. But we're not slowing down. I just want the community to know that we're not slowing down. We are definitely here, and we're pushing, and we pushing the right way. Um, if you know me, y'all know me. Some people say I'm a perfectionist, but I just want to make sure that when I do, I'm making impact. I am shooting for impact. We know our communities need it. And that is what I am trying to do. So that's it, y'all. That is all my good news. I mean, it was it just me. I'm just like, whew, I feel so relieved. I feel so relieved to let all of that out. And again, be patient with us because we're in this transformation. We are trying to, because the Hood Talks has been like really just going as just going. It's been going. And now it's like, okay, we have a home, we have a space, and we have to transition. But we're also taking on all these other great things. Again, kicking it for a cause is lit. It's a fun time. Again, shout out to the co-host Kelly. McGowan and Alan Perkins for even saying, yes, Savannah, let's put that under that entity so we can continue doing that space, because I appreciate them. I appreciate the team. Shout out to the board of the Hood Connect. Shout out to them. They've been doing a lot of work in the back as well. And go check out our website. Go check out thehoodconnect.org. And you're going to learn about us. Because we out here. We is out here. I know I just let a lot out, y'all. Y'all got any reflections or any comments, questions, or anything that y'all want to ask me? Please feel free. But yeah, that's why I'm
I
at.
just want to say, was that pressure on you? Was that pressure was on you? Was it?
It was real. The pressure was real. I was like, is we really ready to announce this? Am I ready to do this? I don't know. Wait. But no, the board was like, let's go. Let's get this soft launch out. And the big launch comes again January 19th, where we're going to have this fundraiser event and this celebration. And again, shout out to BJC. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. I appreciate them for getting behind the Hood Talks podcast and the Hood Connect overall for our events as well. Because again, we need to do this work, and we're the connecting. We're sparking community connections. That's what we're doing at the Hood Connects. We ain't reinventing the wheels. We want to make sure that we address the barriers that's preventing people from showing up in the community. How can we address those? How can we make it easier? And a lot of times it's either I don't know. Here you go. Here's a platform that's showing you what's happening, what's out here. Now we got you to know. What else is it? What's the other things? Sometimes it's your mental health. How can we get you some therapy? Let's talk through what mental health looks like. What's those struggles? How do I get there? I don't have a vehicle. I don't have a car. I don't have childcare. I don't have these things. I don't have a job. I don't have steady income. How can we help support you in getting you to where you need to be sustainably by yourself, so that you can come show up in community and be active in the community? How can we do that? And that's what the Hood Connect is trying to do.
So now we're all connected. I have another question. How are you gonna connect with Beast Mode Styles in the near future? That's what I want to know.
Okay, look,
I want to know. That's my business. How you gonna connect with us?
That entire group you start, tell them come holler at me. Tell them come holler at me. Okay, we definitely trying to get, but again, and we're going to be growing in the future. And I want to really, it's going, be honest, it takes stuff to make stuff happen, right? It does. Yes, it does take stuff to make stuff happen. I'm with you on, shout out to again Orlando, being very specific about what we're providing to community when we're asking them to show up too as well. So some of those things that I really want to put in play, like how can we monetize this? How can we make sure people get something from it? Like I just said, that $50 gift card, it's not a lot, but it's somebody's time. Yeah, I know people be calling me like, I'll be on the show for free. I'm sure you will. I appreciate that you will. But it's still your hour or time that you took out of your day to show up. So let me give you something. So I just think that's very important, because I want something too when I show up, but not all the time. But most of the time, give me something. Feed me at least feed me. Shoot, I'm ready. Feed me or something. So again, I got you though. We gonna definitely connect. I'm here now, and I see that you do great work. Styling, I'm here for you too. Shout out to all of y'all at the team, at the school, in the class that did all that great work. I'm here. Shout out to the community. I'm here. We here. The Hood Connect is here. We out here, y'all. Did y'all see that logo? Shout out to that logo. Shout out to that logo. But yeah, we out here. And I'm gonna say this, and I know one of my board members gonna be like, did she really say it? I am. In my mind, the Hood Connect is the plug. We the plug. We the plug. All right, we got all the resources. We trying to have all the resources. So we want to know what's out there. We want to know about everything that's out there so we can connect with people.
Well, and thank you again, Vanna, for connecting with us, giving us the opportunity to work with you and this space to be able to talk about our experiences in the program. We really do appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you all. I think this is really great. I think what you all are doing is really awesome. And I think, again, it's a hidden gem that a lot of people don't know about. So to bring light to it is hopefully helpful that you get more people who are interested in that space and know that y'all can come right here in Ferguson and be right here at home. You don't have to try to travel so far out to get the same thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
definitely help you guys get more students that will
I don't
attend.
know. I don't know how much time we have left, but is there any chance I can just like share screen and click through a little bit more of the students' work?
Well, I don't have the ability to let you share your screen.
Mhm.
And for time's sake,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but what I can do is, if you wouldn't mind, you
Mhm.
want to like put something together and we could post it on social media.
Sure. I'm sure we can do something like that.
We could definitely do that. Let's
All
put
right.
something together and post it on social media, along with if they're willing, if they want to share their information. I know, like Femo, again, go follow Femo. Put your business name in the chat so people can know where to go and find you, so you can get you some business. Okay.
I'm trying, but it won't let me. It doesn't give me the option to even type
Yeah.
it in.
It was.
No,
Oh,
neither of us
No,
can.
You
crazy.
know,
comments.
so
So go back, Femo. You can go back and you can definitely put it in. Like go back and view the video, and
uh-huh.
you can type it in there.
Okay.
Okay. So for time's sake, though, y'all, it's an hour, and I know our shows. I've been trying to be better. Our shows can go for so long. I'm trying to be better for time's sake and for those viewers' sakes. For people that viewed, because I know. It's a Saturday. People want to get out and do stuff, but that's what I got for this show today. I really wanted to shout out to y'all for the graphic design work that we'll be now using in the future. Shout out to we are now powered by the Hood Connect, and shout out to BJC for sponsoring the Hood Connect. 2023 is lit. It is so lit. I can't wait. I'm super excited. We out here. We doing the work, and we're gonna continue doing the work. So check us out. We'll be back January 7th. We're talking urban versus rural, but we're not that different. Okay. We're not that different. So make sure you keep tapping in January 7th. Y'all have a great holiday. Be safe out here. See y'all in 2023. We out.
2023.
We up. We up.
All right.
Hey.